So the way that people build trust isn't kind of linear anymore. It's kind of almost like a circle. They're going around, they're going here, they're going there. People are looking for a mixture because that's how you build trust.
Right.
And they're looking for you as someone who entertain them, educate them, someone who they can buy into.
Expert.
The expert, the authority.
But if you want the high quality patient that really appreciates your work and everything that you're building out in the practice, you have to give them that information and build that relationship with them.
High quality patients visit high quality dentists.
Hello, hello, hello. Well, today, Aaron and I are excited to talk about something I actually hear every single day on the phone with dentists. And this is that they have put so much into their education, into their beautiful practices. They're building out their legacy practice. But ever since COVID, they have had such a hard time finding good quality patients. It's all about fighting these discount shoppers, right? We're hearing this, right, Aaron?
Absolutely.
It is probably one of the biggest problems. And it is a big problem. But what if I was to tell you, and this is what we're going to talk about today, is that there is a lot of high quality patients searching for good dentists. And we're going to kind of dive into that and break down how you two can find each other. How's that sound?
I can't wait.
Well, fun.
Absolutely cannot wait.
There's something that they need to see and hear in order to do that. I think consistent is a very important word, because there's a lot of ebbing and flowing of practices. There's good months, and then there's okay months, and then there's bad months. So how can we make it consistent? Like, hey, consistently going up. That's even better, right? So we're gonna talk about that a little bit, but first let's back down to why have we seen this happening? There has been this huge decline of consistent new patients since 2020, since COVID. So why is this? Okay. One point is that ever since COVID, social media subscribers have doubled. That's crazy. So you think as a business owner, well, that's good. More eyeballs, all of that. That's true to a point. But what it also causes is a lot of noise. The people, the way that they're taking in information is just different. They scroll really fast. Like they want those dopamine hits, right?
Doom scroller 101. Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll tell his doom scrolling stories later. It's true. It's like a relief, and you're sitting there and you're getting, maybe your errands done or you're researching something. But it is that scroll, right? And it's also very distracted. People are so busy today.
Yep.
And also they're very fragile, their trust, because there is so many people pushing kind of their agenda. They're social selling. I mean, they're seeing ads, they're seeing the social media. So who do they trust? Who are they seeing when they're looking?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a part of the big problems. What have you seen?
With the trust side of things, what it's done is it's changed how people shop. It used to be the sales funnel. Everyone's familiar with the sales funnel. They'll start to get to know you, then they'll go to the next stage, and eventually they'll buy. Because of how people have lost trust, now they're looking in all different areas. And because they have short attention spans, they don't tend to stay in one area for a very long time. Right. So they'll go to this social media, then they'll watch something on YouTube, and then they'll go maybe to a website, and then they'll get distracted by an ad. So the way that people build trust isn't kind of linear anymore. It's kind of almost like a circle. They're going around, they're going here, they're going there. And so when it comes to finding those right high quality patients, it's pretty difficult to be top of mind all the time, because high quality patients tend to be high quality individuals who tend to be pretty busy.
Right.
So they're not kind of sat in front of their laptops and just doing loads of exploring. They're on their phones, they might be out and about, they might be talking with people. And that's another thing people forget about, is the offline side of things, right? That is also social. So when you're having a conversation with someone, they're most likely to say, oh, check out my dentist doing a TikTok dance. It's another touch point that people are getting into. So it's a lot more of a comprehensive strategy than it used to be, for sure.
Exactly. Like you kind of touched on it. It's a touch point. So what is a touch point in 2025? That's kind of what we have to dive into because there's a strategy to it. In the past, before 2020, it was on the average in marketing when we're watching up to 8 touch points, about that. And now we're at about almost 20 on an average. That's a lot of touch points.
Touch points.
That's crazy. As a business owner, as a caregiver, as a dentist, how do we solve for that? Because when we solve for that, remember people, they need trust. They're busy, they're scrolling, and they're on all these different touch points. So let's say you're a dentist out there. If they need all these touch points or 11.4 digital interactions, is what Google says, right? On the average, what are they interacting with? What are the touch points? What are they seeing? Are they seeing your brilliance? Are they seeing your personality? Are they seeing you answer questions, solve problems that your competition's not? Being a little bit cute, a little cheeky, as he would say.
I like to be cheeky, what can I say?
He's really good at it.
But it's true. It's kind of an old hat viewpoint of social media is content is king, which it still is. It's still there. But it's not just putting out content. It's got to be content that is relevant, that is speaking to your audience, is speaking to your community, is building trust. It's a fine balance. Again, it's not like you just want to have 1,000 TikTok videos of everyone dancing, and then you don't want to have just videos where it's you educating people on
This
dental
is
implants.
a dental implant.
Exactly. People are looking for a mixture because that's how you build trust.
Right.
And they're looking for you as someone who entertain them, educate them, someone who they can buy into. The expert, the authority. And that's where people are heading nowadays. And the cool thing with that type of marketing is it's more natural, more authentic, which is something that we've always leaned into with marketing with love, with our heart-centered core value. That is now what marketing is. Like, it's not white, grey, black hat anymore. It is, are you someone who is likable? Are you someone who cares? Are you someone who can connect? And the clients we work with, they are.
Yeah.
And they're the people we look for. And it's the same with when you're talking about modern marketing today for dental practices, is they need to know who they want to attract and who they want to go after.
That's such a good point. It's really knowing your avatar and speaking to them so strongly, but like with heart. Like you have to have heart and really care about that, because when our doctors are doing that, they love their life. They get way better patients because those patients were attracted to them.
Yeah.
Right? And new patient appointments, they're a little, it's a little taxing and stuff like that. But when it's the patients that are attracted to you because of your personality or what you stand for or your expertise, it's a win-win. And they also say yes to treatment quicker.
Yep.
We've also found that too, because we're looking for that high quality patient. And we have to be in front of them when they're looking.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this brings up a problem, Aaron.
Oh, I like problems.
Let's go. So our doctors are busy. How do they create all of this content?
We'll let them in on a little secret.
Okay.
Because we're doing it right now.
Okay. This is so true.
We do content batching days. It's not like every day you come into the office, you've got to carve out an hour to capture things. No, that's fine. If you can do that, great. But work with your team. Set aside a day, prep for that day, get everything ready, and then you can capture 3, 4, 5, 6 months of content that you can schedule out to the audience. And what's nice is you can use AI as your friend, you can use different tools, so you can schedule things out. There doesn't have to be such a heavy lift. Obviously, if you need some help, we can help. But it's something that can be super fun as well.
Yeah.
Because people will pick up on that. If you have a fun content batching day with your team, with your favorite patients, with your typical avatar, that's key. Make sure you invite the patients that you actually want more of so that you can really showcase what you do, showcase you can have some fun, that you're the expert. That is really how you can create a really simple strategy, but that makes a big impact and makes you stand out.
And I like the word that you just used, strategy, right? Because you can't just throw content out there.
You really can't.
You really have to think through, how can I showcase what kind of expert I am? What kind of dentistry do you want to do? Answer the questions that your competitors are not talking about, but that you do knee to knee with the patients and they fall in love with you.
Yep.
Answer those, put those out there. It's really good for AI SEO, is becoming that expert in answering those questions. It's nurturing and relationship building and getting rid of barriers and like really kind of mixing that up in team culture. And so you kind of like, we do a lot stepping back and looking at the competition around them and how can we sound so different, right? Because we have to stop the doom scroll, right?
Yeah.
You're an expert on that.
Expert on that.
But I think that that's probably the answer to it, is really for the high quality, is giving them enough content.
Yep.
And content bad, so it's not overwhelming for you, but then you're serving your community by answering all their questions and connecting with them on a different level. And your competition probably isn't doing it, so take advantage. And it's really good for AI-driven SEO, hands down.
It's so good.
It's game changer.
It is, and this is what's exciting about the world now, is you get to be you, and that is marketing. It's not like you have to be an expert marketer, you have to learn all these skills. Just be you in front of the camera and connect with the people you want to serve. You're not like trying to trick anyone to come into your office. It's like, this is what we do. I'm really good at it. This is the results you can get. These are the type of people we'd love to serve. Look how happy Dave is with his new veneers. I did that.
Big Dave.
And he's a valued patient to me, and we like to hang out. We talk about his family. People want to make that connection in the world more than ever before.
Yeah.
And I think it's easy for us to forget about that because everything's online and we feel distance from people. But people, you mentioned it, that knee to knee.
Yeah.
People still want that.
Yeah.
And if you can showcase that through your social media, through your marketing, that's a huge differentiator. One thing as well that I think is key to note is the content's the beginning of the journey. You need to make it clear where you want to take them, right? And I think people forget that with social media sometimes. We've touched on it a little bit, but it's getting relevant content out there, but then where's the next step for them to go? Do you have a website that supports what you're talking about with like beautiful videos that they can learn more, they can get to know you? Do you provide support in your local community with different events? Help them understand what they need to do next, and then make it as simple as possible for them to learn more about you, to see how much you care, and then most importantly, book that appointment.
I love that. And what you're talking about is the 20 touch points, because people just don't trust. So they're going to check out your website. They're going to check out your reviews. They're going to check out a couple different social, channels.
Easy. Yeah.
And all of these things, it all goes together for a beautiful strategy and plan. And this is how you get your high quality patients. Because when you're talking about comprehensive dentistry or your new patient exam, it's a 10-point exam, and we, brand it, and you have a special gift, and it's because, you're celebrating with them because they're taking care of their oral health. You're speaking different than your competition. Yeah. And then that way you're going to attract the high quality patients, but you have to give them enough content for them to fall in love with you.
Yeah. High quality patients visit high quality dentists.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
You
just have to show them your quality.
And here's one other thing, is that you have these high quality patients, they really want it. Now there's the low quality patients that they just want to get their teeth clean and they want a $59 coupon and they're never going to do their work. There's practices that will service them.
Yep.
Great. But if you want the high quality patient that really appreciates your work and everything that you're building out in the practice, you have to give them that information and build that relationship with them. That's the answer.
Absolutely. You can sum it up really, you did it beautifully with omnipresence.
Yes.
It's making sure that you're where people are and you are giving them the information they need and building that trust. Mm-hmm. So you are the authority. That's what we like to produce with our omnipresence side of things.
I love it. Thank you, Aaron, for joining me today.
Anytime.
Did you like this episode? If you would like more stories, tips, tricks, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let us know what you want to hear more of. And if you want to dive in just a little bit deeper on what Aaron and I just talked about, we have another video, and it's the social media guide, the beginner's guide for dentists. I think you'll really enjoy it.